Oh, 1400 guy, no. What? Right, if I lose to this, I'm stopping this GC run. What is this? This is someone who probably just wants the rewards. Right, I'm gonna take this seriously, but right, I should be able to just do this, right? Surely I can just do this. If this is someone who just wants the rewards, they're going to forfeit turn 1. And that's not a cool trainer card. Vrombator is such a cool name for Revel Room in whatever language that is. Okay, what's the worst things that can happen here? I can't see anything that can go wrong here, apart from maybe a Terra Normal. I don't think Pawniard is much of a threat. Oh, they didn't forfeit turn 1, so they are actually trying. Now, Revel Room should be okay by this. But they've got no damage pressure into the Annihilate. And Pawniard is not the strongest of Pokemon. Crit, I don't think mattered. Might have done. Revel Room's defense is not the worst, but who knows. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'm not taking this one seriously anymore. Like, I take every single GC game seriously because who knows what can happen. That's not even Shadow Tag on the Gothorita. Yeah, so let's help out this Pawniard and give it a Defiant boost and Rage Fist the Gothorita. And this is where it's not even Defiant. Oh, it is Defiant. Okay, so they got the right ability at least. And this is where their Focus Band on the Gothorita. Nope, not quite. Haven't seen a Focus Band forever. You used to see them a lot. In like Generation 7, there were a lot of random Focus Bands. There we go. The damage is picking up now. Go on, Pawniard. I don't know why you're going for the Annihilate and giving me Max Rage Fist when there's a bug weak Pokemon just to the left of it. But fine. Here you go. Have another boost. Get even stronger. Now it's +4. And it's on the 3rd hit of Fury Cutter. Go on, go for the Electro. Get a KO Pawniard. It's right there. Stop attacking the Annihilate. No, stop it! It's actually doing some good damage now, but still. Right, let's go for... I never get to click Chloroblast. I'm clicking a second Chloroblast. I never get to go for it. Although I literally clicked it in the last match, but that was literally the first time I've ever clicked Chloroblast with this Electro. And now I've clicked it twice. Okay. Moving swiftly on from that. Like, I know I want the games to go quickly, and that was very quick, but that one kind of doesn't count, although it does give me points. Imagine if all 45 games were like that, and you just shot to the top of the ladder just because you kept getting paired against that. Okay, a little bit more reasonable. And the team is entirely reasonable as well. But they have Indeedee, so Annihilate doesn't necessarily work, even though it would be... Oh, it wouldn't actually be that great against the rest of the team, because they've got Tyranitar and also Ursaluna. I reckon this is Dondozo. They got no water resistance, so I reckon this is Dondozo. Even though they have the Tyranitar to turn off the rain. I'm going to go with this. I definitely need to bring Archelodon because of the Corviknight. Because that is my best answer to it. I say best answer. Dondozo is a pretty good answer as well. Corviknight's one of those weird Pokemon where it either completely dominates a game because the opponent can't deal with it quickly enough, or it's just not strong enough and it has to bulk up like 3 or 4 times to actually do things, and by that time you've wasted turns and the opponent's already overwhelmed you. And that's a cool trainer card. There's no real middle ground, in my opinion, with Corviknight. It's either very, very good in the match, or it's just rubbish. Okay, am I strong enough to Oko Gallade? Definitely going for the Terra Water Surf here. If they switch to Tyranitar, that should probably still KO it, and it would weaken my Surfs in the future. But I suspect I can KO this in DDM1. Gallade has good special defense, but I'm not sure it's good enough to survive, because its HP is entirely average. If they go for White Guard and Trick Room, then that is the worst case. And then I'll still just click Surf again. I'll click Protect and then Surf, because then I'll waste a turn on Trick Room. Also, don't be Focus Sash on the Gallade. I mean, they could Terra Grass as well. Because Terra Grass is quite common on either of these because of Amoonguss. Nope, no Terra, and it was Follow Me, so Surf should end the game. If this Gallade drops, I'm pretty confident I've already won the game. It did. Good. This is going to be the episode that I wanted, the GC, how I wanted it to go. Just steamroll through. Like, is it going to be possible maybe to get under 15 minutes? That would be ideal. Can you imagine? Yeah, that's going to drop. And it was Tyranitar, so they could have turned off my rain, and that would have allowed Gallade to survive. Let's just Surf again. Game is definitely already over. Defensive Terra makes sense. But only one of them can defensively Terra. It makes sense that it's the Ursaluna. And it's Grass as its defensive Terra, so it'll take it even better. But Tyranitar stays weak. It's probably able to survive because it's so busted with its Assault Vest and also Sand Boost. But too much damage will have been done. Yeah, look how good Assault Vest Tyranitar is at taking special hits. It's kind of crazy. Blood Moon, if it's Life Orb, might get me. It was probably Life Orb. But now I go into Pelipper, I click Dragon Pulse into the Tyranitar and Hurricane into the Ursaluna. Or is it the other way around? Is it Weather Ball into Tyranitar and Dragon Pulse into Ursaluna? Because I'm turning off the sand. Although, given how well it took the Surf, I suspect it would be able to take the Dragon Pulse. So yeah, I'll switch the order. I'll Dragon Pulse the Ursaluna and Weather Ball the Tyranitar. Wasting a turn. I want to speed run this video because it has the potential to be very short, so stop wasting time. Obviously that was going to be a KO. But yeah, that's it. Saving those frames would have been ideal if they didn't protect. Now I have to input this and this, and I had to click down to go to Hurricane, and then they forfeit, so what's the point? Even when I'm just doing regular old laddering, people do pointless protects. I don't understand people that will do a pointless protect when the game is like for sure over. In actual tournaments, protecting to get an extra 45 seconds of thinking time is entirely reasonable. In a best of one setting that's just on the ladder, and the game's over, people that go for protect and then forfeit, I just don't understand that. But some people still do it, and that is a very reasonable team. Okay, they very much 2-2-2'd with that. So I believe I want to go my Dondozo stuff. Because my Surf one actually kind of powers through there. Dondozo if I'm in the rain, which is quite nice. So let's go with this. I think I need to go Dondozo whenever there's Ndidi Sneasler. I guess a game plan I could do against Ndidi Sneasler is lead with Electrode, Annihilate, and then Terra Ghost switch to Archaladon and Bullet Seed myself, because they will never ever close combat my Annihilate turn 1, and then I'll get defense boosts, and then I'm shrugging off the Expanding Force and also the close combats, and that's a cool training card. Okay, who's faster? Pelipper or Tyranitar? Because this is incredibly important. Nice. That's really good. That might just be immediate game win. Because now I can just go Tatsugiri and Terra Water Surf. And if they're Sash, then they'll survive and get good damage with Expanding Force. But this is already looking amazing. Don't think it's quite going to be under 15 minutes. Although, I have the potential of surfing twice to win. So if they stop thinking about their move and just accept their inevitable defeats because they led poorly. Because by bringing Tyranitar, like they won't have Dondozo and Tatsugiri in the back with this as their lead, surely. That would be very strange. So that means that they probably have Sneasler and Excadrill, and therefore my Dondozo just sweeps. Because even Assault Vest Tyranitar surely won't survive this now that we're out of the sand. I mean, if it can defensively Terra, and then it will survive. But then it won't be able to respond back with much. So ideally, this is not Sash and DD. But if it isn't Sash and DD, it's going to be Scarf. Like, it's either Sash or Scarf. And that means that they will be able to get an Expanding Force off. Because either they're faster, or they'll survive. And they are defensively tearing the Tyranitar. That's fair enough. So hopefully they are Sash and DD. Because then this way... Yep, Terra Flying. This way they will get an Expanding Force and a knockoff probably, but then I just outspeed and surf. Trick Room is actually not ideal either. And actually, that's not the worst. Because I didn't take an Expanding Force, and now I outspeed your Sneasler, right? So I think that's still perfectly fine with me. Watch them knock off as well. Again, yeah, that was not the ideal play from them. It would be so funny if they knock off. That's going to be a complete waste if they do. Ha, they did! What was the point of the trick then? Like, what? That was a silly play. That made no sense at all. Get your Expanding Force damage. What? What was that? Okay. Like I said, I will still surf. And actually, surf kind of brute forces through their Dondozo. They did actually bring Dondozo in the back. But that was such a silly play. Trick to then knock off the Choice Scarf is so pointless. Get Expanding Force damage. You're getting rid of the Life Orb anyway. I guess it reduced the damage that the Tyranitar took because I didn't have the Life Orb, but I would wager that the Expanding Force damage would have been way more important. And I don't have the Life Orb now, and you're like, I'll still be able to do very good damage to this Dondozo. So I'm still looking in a very, very comfortable position. But I think the under 15-minute dream has died. What a pointless Protect that was. To be fair, it's not pointless because the rain's disappearing. So actually, to be fair, that's not pointless. I retract my statement. It is stalling out the rain. Let's surf again. There is no reason for me not to keep surfing. Because I'm hitting on the special side, so this actually does a reasonable damage, and all the attacks they can do back don't do much. So that's okay damage. And this is pathetic damage. However, if they're leftovers, then they will still beat me, because they will have... Yeah, they are. So they'll be... Yeah, now they'll go for Protect again. And just start stalling out. But I will have done a decent amount of damage. Because I'm going to... what, I do 20% to them, and then they recover 12. So if I can do this another, like, 5 times... then that's 40% of their health gone. Although they're going to be ordering up enough that they'll be able to OPO everything. So actually, this might not go the way I'm hoping. Because I don't think I'll be able to get a Tailwind up. Is going to be my main concern at the moment. And they're Jolly Max as well. Interesting. Yeah, like it's adding up. And the Damp Rock's going to help as well with extra damage. What do I have in the back? I had Archaladon and Pelipper waiting in the back. They can't Oko Tatsugiri in one. I'm just trying to think ahead, because it's going to take a few turns now. So after the first couple of really quick ones, this is now definitely not a quick one. So they're going to end up at +6 after this. Is Wave Crush stronger? It is. It's a little bit stronger. But then I take the recoil. How many turns of Rain's left? Just the last one. And they're going to protect on this last turn anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference. I didn't PP up my serves, did I? I assumed I wouldn't need to. And I don't think I will. Because I'll be KO'd in like 3 more attacks anyway. I'll attempt to Wave Crush on the very last attack. Because it is slightly stronger. But not enough that it would Oko... Not Oko. KO my Dondozo with the recoil. I think it's now, isn't it? If they have Earthquake, I think I might lose this. If they KO my Pelipper in one, which they should be able to do. Now I'm obviously going to surf again, so that they have to KO me and don't hit the Tatsugiri. I mean, I didn't need to PP up my serfs. I did assume that this Dondozo with a Life Orb theoretically will not be able to surf more than 10 times. But didn't factor in Protects and didn't factor in losing my item. Still really funny, that trick and then knock off. Would it have been worth timer stalling at all? It's only been like 10 minutes, hasn't it? And I don't think that would have been enough. And I've just lost my Dondozo as well, and I lost the speed tie, so I lost an extra chip. I believe I do need to Draco now. And risk the misses. Now, if my Pelipper can survive an order up, then this is still very possible. Because I click Tailwind and Draco here. they are +6. But their best move to hit me would be Order Up, and that's not Stab or anything like that. So I reckon my Pelipper can still do it, especially because I'm a bulky Pelipper. And if they go for my Tatsugiri, that's even better, because I've got the sash there, not on the Pelipper. Best case would be Protect and give me a free Tailwind. That would be nice. Okay, be strong! Nice. I mean, I said the wrong thing. I said be strong when I meant be bulky. But you know what I mean. So this is good now. I should still be good because the Pelipper was able to survive. I'm going to learn my lesson from last time and just hit the Draco. That was obviously going to be Protect, but because they're getting leftovers, I don't think Dragon Pulse will be strong enough. They'll be unaware and ignore my -2, so Dragon Pulse is still fine, but I think it does need to be Draco and Hurricane to be strong enough. Oh, and something nice that's going to happen, assuming that this does KO, is I'm going to Weather Ball Rock KO the Tyranitar, because it's a flying type now. That's going to be quite funny. Come on, Pelipper, you got no investment. Be strong. Be strong. This time is actually be strong. That's not good. That's really not good now. Because now they protect on the final turn of Tailwind, and oh no. And they will just Earthquake and KO me, so that was unfortunate. If I would have won the speed tie and got the Surf, that would have been enough. This is the final turn of Tailwind, isn't it? Yep, so there's no reason for them not to protect. I might as well Dragon Pulse for accuracy, but it won't make a difference because they're going to protect. I might as well get a special attack boost, but it won't make a difference because they're going to protect. That is a shame I didn't get to Weather Ball Rock KO the Tyranitar. That would have been funny. And now they need to not have Earthquake. But most will. I'd be amazed if this does not have Earthquake. And then I would need Muddy Water to save me. It just needs to be that they don't have Earthquake, but they will. Because they'll always have the worst case, like so, and they're +6, so it definitely KOs Archaladon. That's a real shame. It didn't KO Archaladon. What? That's crazy. And now I think I do win. Because that KOs. And this might KO. It's +2 now, because I got an extra turn. Nice, the strong Archaladon. Nope. Okay, so we are in speed tie territory once again. Because that is not a Choice Scarf Tatsugiri. And Sandstream will now KO my Tatsugiri. I'm -6 now, aren't I? Yeah, but Dragon Pulse will still KO the Tatsugiri. So I think it needs to be just go for the speed tie. And +2 Flash Cannon should KO the Tyranitar, right? Okay, that makes sense. Because they had Protect, that makes sense. And then now that was a guaranteed way for them to be able to take the game if they have Dragon Pulse. And if not, then they have to just hit a move. So, and they are absolute max speed Jolly Tyranitar. So, of course, why wouldn't it be the worst case? So, that one I'm pretty sure was just if I won the speed tie on Dondozo and got the Surf chip, I would have been good. Because like I said, I would have then KO'd and then Rock Weather Ball KOs the Tyranitar and then I win. So that one was, again, a bit unfortunate. But that is how it goes. Alas.